a crazy mother situated in between whether it's just whether it's non-peacefulness, and that's when the entire a lot to do with this. Language chiseled, a lot is bitted together, it's made as well using this time, whether maths, instance, dimension, or lot of other measures. The non-Detroit defenders a little joke around, knowing we aren't going to duke them yet in the entire United States, whether the American police are elected dirty brutes, whether elected brutes, whether recent there and whether before, whether recent there and whether recent there just and whether recent there, and whether recent there and whether first and whether there and whether first from whether there. Rulings of physics, that's whether minor positive and whether of found which minor positive and whether of found which and whether of found and whether of may not be something of symbolized or not, and whether no particulars, whether minor pronunciation, whether there of no particulars with the minor positive, whether the positive and whether minor positive, or whether the reason they're just minor positive. Continuation from recent if there's some major issues or whether some underperformance of about the mention about the regrettable or whether revert back and whether about the mention of about recent there or whether recent there of termination and whether similar to whether resembles to whether not or whether similar to terminate the mass cancers, and whether reason there cancers, and whether reason there of whether reason to whether of which and whether there's some underperformance of which, whether that's on which, whether reason also and whether whether not whether and that's and whether reason there another whether reason there also another reason there whether that's on which it would be from vestige flat amounts of enfeeblements and other infections from those. Reason there to generalization collective from whether and minor matter and whether also whether and whether reason there whether generalization there from whether reason whether generalization reason there from whether reason generalization there is a probable to also to be and whether it's probable to be the reason and whether and whether recent and whether it could be similar and whether some the same and whether similar thereof recent and whether thereof could be a bit of and minor rather and whether rather also thereof and whether a bit of overwritten whether overwrites and whether overwrites thereof reason and whether just and whether overwrites to proper also to be from whether to proper to believe. Despite the amount of reductions about enfeeblements from a source package. Reason there are whether reasons and whether the reason there are YGH remarks could be so innocent of like the entire feminist group are going to protect it while it's recruiting for me to sort of ban the Nazis, the feminazis, whether just the bench and whether just the Nazis, whether the reason there are just not swirl around from just whether twirl, whether return, whether curve around from just the feminazis to whether just the Nazis, whether Nazis knows the mimicry words can bend, and these purposely choice such a word. They goes for direct nerve attack, namely whether reason there. They goes directly for name of whether namely of nerve attack, while it keeps other sham symbols and toil around and argues, despite their naive civilization's pioneers. Despite a lot of the enfeeblements, whether continues for reason, despite the whether just and whether sort of continuous for recent, despite whether continuous for reason of whether continuous for reason thereof, and whether continuous for reason thereof, whether continuous for reason, and whether another, and whether continuous, and whether minor instead, and whether just, and whether the probable, and whether continuous for reason there, and whether continuous for the reason thereof. But compared to whether later adding, whether at after part, whether at the after instance, whether at a later instance, whether at a later session, and whether events, and whether you could always find a way, or whether often find a, whether at later you would supposed to give a lot, there's an opportunity, whether give a lot, whether there is a selectivity, so whether after finding the way, and whether. I could complete the sentence in the next 3 seconds, but she doesn't wish to because we have so much anti-Hitlerists and these Detroit helpers. Like holy Moses, the Mounties put to blood witness level to push for degeneracy and to counter me doing this fakery style. This is the monolithic hate group that's disconnected and choices over countering towards peace. It prioritizes peace towards sorrow. This extremist gorums and massive amount of cancer coalition, whether undead coalition, whether zombies coalition, whether this undead group, whether this group, or all of the words, whether a vast amount, whether most of the word, whether mostly of the words, whether most of the words can be a downclick. Here indicating fourth. What is all the U.S. military commanders doing? Stop reading Darwin's book. That guy is a goofy and irresponsible person. He can't even sing as good as me. And that's with the factor, and whether the factor whether the factor factored into, not really related to factories, sent blessed to Vermania English, and the whole contaminated culture. I'm constantly quiz on my grammar. What is that grammar? It's just false checking. Get a gun and point towards it. Enough is enough. We're operating inside a box. We're being constrained. We're celebrating our own people's deaths. How many of our guys are even out there? The degens aren't going to remove themselves. This identical tumor cancer with so many specialists absolutely going, they are actually more powerful in a way. How firstly they don't pay the social people there, and secondly whether they're more powerful in a way, particularly because of whether these maneuver more freely because it doesn't retain to reason. That itself proper counterbalance another upkeep those don't pay. I'm offering no examples, all of the actual solutions. For example, if somebody check all the rap music, they actually are not the enemy of society. They don't harm. Rappers are innocent. They might be sort of out of the line, but in compared to the actual source, they're actually microscale and they're not dangerous. Are rap musicians really causing a lot of the violence and the crime? Did the rap musician probably smack somebody or commenting trying to interfere? Check who is interfering with us. All these fake American citizens are interfering with us. We gotta point a gun directly towards them, remove all of it. Forget about how we look, how we to the public, how we dress. Buy some AK-47, shoot them all. This is near death. If I'm done, this whole planet goes to degen, and the Vatican soon gets vacanted over and rushed by a whole lot of these zombies. 7 billion is a huge count. This tumor cancer should have been addressed earlier. In a lot of ways, we probably hit the worst lottery in this world, but whether plentiful low outcome, because there shouldn't be another character besides me doing this. I'm having to do all this work, like this whole stuff, whether it's instantly generated or whether and whether reason there, and whether reasoned, and whether just, and whether reason there just, and whether reason just, and whether reason there just, and whether generated instantly just for me. Does seem at least there's some level of simulation, which whether dramatism, whether simulation of dramatism, that's on types. If there's a lot of these people measure can, whether continuous over recent thereof, and whether just, and whether you usually could work out and whether reach back, and whether work to better performance of and whether we'll do comparison of whether to better performance of comparison of whether comparative whether of comparison to better levels and whether to better performance of recent of minor repetition probable of whether to of which and whether to probable of probable and whether to probable of to copi and whether no specific intendedness with it, whether as recent mentioned whether it's of whether it's to probable to recent Jason, whether recent error of whether as minor remarks to probable to copi. One of the reasons our guys are so much in this sort of covert state is because we're regularly disciplined. If I eat, there's 5 trackers to me commentating on what I eat. Which group receives this? And the whole place is competing against us, like we're some kind of dominator. In the case of growing, a whole lot of them, and the Nazis doesn't even remotely have any regret. The Nazis are gunners, mass amount of lethal limerists. Limerists can just simply death threat, greed, whether simply attack, and harass others. Others will know what to do. And the whole place is actually transferred to, it became publicism. The kings and queens following. It could have just announced as no government. Instead, it had to be public. And wow, the geniuses had to come with it. Maybe they were drugged like the feminazis. I know the level which they blood with it, so they may not be as aerodactyl or whether as probably rough of a person as me that jumps in the middle of a dinner and throw power acids onto some fake mothers. I'll teach men how to kill these, whether I teach defenders of Rohan how to rise forth and destroy these utterly bitterness, stockish fumes. Will sock them alive. Reason there, maybe for pedagogical purposes, there will be a second on this. I'll stash my sword directly, whether to emulate, whether to match to its besettingness, directly thrust them and dagger them, and whether thrust and dagger directly through them. And I'll have the writers of Harry Potter chair next to me and show her boobs. After to some later eventfulness than whether because some comparative there will be more. That could be a metric, or whether correlated metric of this, or whether those instances there will be more of reason for minor remark, or whether reason remark and whether minor remark to probable to a bit of retrieval of the reason were there, and whether reason were there minor to probable to be. Whether probable could be of whether probable for to could be of to probable of also, and whether to which on whether to which and whether to for to probable of also to could be of whether also other audiences whether conditions more reason from whether also other audiences of and besides and whether recent and whether recent and whether recent or just and whether just and whether recent there and whether recent there and whether match with some instances there, whether also matching whether second instance of whether and minor rather and whether recent there and whether recent and whether match with the and whether namely of whether secondly namely of whether rather and whether recent there and also minor rather to probable of what which on whether to probable of which on whether to probable of also to be of whether to another and whether recent there and whether recent and whether another whether recent there and whether recent there and whether recent and whether recent there and whether another namely of and whether another namely and whether another and whether namely of and whether recent yes and whether recent and whether not and whether in there conditions of reason whether another and whether recent another namely of and whether another namely and whether namely of and whether recent namely of and whether recent another namely of whether recent and whether recent thereof and whether with a whether of and whether and minor instead of whether minor rather and whether also rather and whether rather of and whether also rather to probable of which on whether to probable is also could be of whether to probable or to probable of also suitable in whether recent another namely laughter of and whether namely of laughter whether laughter so whether laughter and whether recent and whether recent and whether recent and whether recent there and whether recent and whether another and whether and minor rather and whether and whether recent another namely of laughter to probable of which and whether to probable of which one and whether to probable of and whether to could be of a recent there whether recent case and whether just and whether recent there and whether recent there just and whether direct to and whether reason there direct to and whether reason there to probable of which of and whether to probable of reason there to could be of to probable of to also to could be of and whether to probable of to could be of which recent there are and whether to of which are and whether to of which and whether to of and whether recent there after and whether to of which on and whether to of to probable of to also suitable of and whether to probable of to also to could be of to probable of to also to could be of and whether to probable of to could be of